What's up guys, we're back. We're going to continue our exploration of the broken atmosphere and environment in this planet here. If you haven't seen my last video, check that out. I'm now going to try see how deep I can go into the center of a planet. I built a couple of those radiation protection things in my suit and those membranes so I could breathe underwater for a lot longer. Had plenty of titanium and zinc and that sort of thing, and dove in. I built myself a little perch to first just get a grip on. I'll show you how I did that, and you can see it there. Looks like that iridium did a little turd, but I just set that up for myself. So this is me just doing that. I did it next to the iridium because I remembered I could actually still see it and I could pinpoint it from underneath. That gave me a little spot where I can walk up on. Interesting thing was I found that the bottom of plants have textures and characteristics to them. It's almost like they expected someone to end up underneath the ground looking up at them. Why on earth would you put anything on the bottom of plants? I don't know, but it had like an internal stem and like roots. So I decided to jetpack up as high as I could and plop into the water, just dive as deep and as quickly as possible. And begin my journey. There you can see that moon, somehow you can see through the planet core. And I'm going to be fast forwarding and just chopping through a fair bit of this. I was down here for a long while, and progress is very slow, but you can start to see different things as you get further and further down. Really difficult to see what sort of progress you're actually making in real time. It was only when editing I realized that it was sort of going deeper and deeper. You could only just judge by how far away it said your ship was. But as you can see, that's about 10 times the normal speed, and you can slowly see it's going further and further away. And this is the point where the core pretty much just starts to fade away into nothing. It becomes just like a horizon, like a second horizon, as you can see there at the bottom. But pretty interesting. You can from here you can see just how far the textures and landscape actually load for you. Like a square there where your procedurally generated area is. So you sort of see how the mechanics of the game work. Otherwise the rest is really stuffed up. So I eventually went to like night time and stuff like that. It was really disorientating when you got further and further down and you just could not figure out where you were looking sometimes. So just shooting grenades to see which way they fall and trying to entertain myself. But that was about it. With no reference to see just how far you're going and the progress being so slow, I didn't really want to go too much further. Plus, yeah, just in real time you cannot tell if you're really going any further. I was only editing when I realized that it slowly still moves away, but when you're actually doing it you've got no idea if you're actually hitting an invisible wall. The timer saying how far away your ship is slowly changes, but you don't know whether you're going deeper or just hitting a wall and sliding further to one side. So I left it at that. So that's what the planetary core looks like. You float down until it just seems to disappear. You can see all the planets out in the solar system from the inside of your planet. And you can just go deeper and deeper, and you can see that square there of the textures that have been loaded in. Nothing else ever loads in. You do get to a point where you can't actually be affected by the weather anymore, but other than that, there you go guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know all the bugs and weird things you've come across. As always, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe, and I will see you around. Have a good one.